guys, welcome to my garage. My name is Vince, and today we're going to work on taking apart this carburetor off a 135 Mercury 1986 motor.
Start off by taking off this top plate here. You're going to need a Phillips head. There's 5 Phillips head screws. If you have a drill, it'd be a little bit quicker. Set the screws to the side. Remove this top plate. There's going to be a gasket on the inside. Set that to the side. Next thing you want to do is take your 11 socket, or you could also use a wrench. In this case, I have a socket wrench, so I'm going to use this to be easier. You want to free these. Set that to the side. What we do is we want to remove the bowl of the carburetor. Inside this bowl, you're going to find your float and your needle. A lot of times the needle gets stuck or the float gets stuck, so we want to take this apart, take a look at it, clean it off if need be, and if we have to buy a rebuild kit, we'll buy a rebuild kit. Okay, going to remove the bowl. Okay, so now inside the bowl, you're going to find 2 floats, right? You're going to find this flathead screw, which is holding the floats down, and then underneath these 2 pieces right here, you'll find the needle. A lot of times, if that needle gets clogged or stuck or corrosion or anything like that, the floats aren't going to act correctly. You're not going to get the fuel into your engine. So what we're going to do is you'll grab your flathead, loosen these up, set that to the side. Open this up, set that to the side. We're going to remove the float and needle. So this is the needle. A lot of times if this gets stuck or gunked up, it's gonna cause your motor to give you problems. Great, we'll set that to the side for now. Okay, this is the float. So how this works is exactly how it sounds like it works. So the float, once there's enough fuel in there, it rises up and it pushes the needles down into there, which shuts off the fuel coming into the bowl. Great. Put that to the side. Awesome. So now we got that taken care of. Next thing you want to do is remove this gasket. You want to inspect the gasket, make sure there's no tears, cuts, or anything like that on it. This gasket looks great, so I'm going to set it to the side over here. There's 2 little gaskets on these jets. Inspect them. They look great. I'm going to set them down to the side. Okay. Next what we're going to do, we're going to inspect the bowl so we don't see anything. Great. Okay. So those look fine. All right. So I use brake parts cleaner. You could also use carburetor cleaner. for this task, but I find that this works better, and you get a lot more in this camp. So that's what I'm going to use. You could use whatever you feel comfortable with using. All right, go. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to take your carburetor, and you're going to spray inside all these ports you see. So there's all kinds of jets and ports and stuff like that can get clogged up. So you want to spray it inside all of them. So I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but as I'm spraying in here, you're going to see fuel carb cleaner come out there. So I'm going to spray in there. Oh, also, you don't want to get this brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner in your eyes. It burns for a long time. So you definitely want to put on some Pro. Alright, we're going to go ahead and spray inside here. Spray in all these little jets. Make sure it's nice and clean. Loosen up anything that could be in there, causing my carb trouble. Gonna get some spray in here. You're gonna see it spray out through there. Again on the other side. Awesome. Overall spray. So now we're gonna want to spray inside these jets. So I've seen a lot of people take like a small needle or something like that and just stick it in there gently. So if you need to do that, if you see like a lot of buildup in there, go ahead and do that and free it up. So we're going to spray inside these jets. Okay. Next thing you want to do, you want to check this door, make sure it's moving freely and smoothly, and then just spray all in there. In case you knocked anything off in there, you want to get it all out now. And just visually inspect it, looking at all the ports and all that kind of stuff. Cool. So you want to spray in every single little crevice, every single little port, every single little jet you can. You don't want to come back and do this again twice. And then you always just want to look over your work. Okay, then you want to spray into these jets. Great. So everything looks good. Another way to check is you'll see all the little jets on the inside. You can look in there and see if you see the light coming through. And I do. So I'm going to set this to the side. That is nice and clean. I'm going to come over here and clean the bowl. So for the bowl, all you want to do is clean out this vacuum line. That's good. Make sure there's nothing out, no buildups in there. The fuel in, where the fuel comes in. Spray some in there. Good. Okay, that's clean. Set that to the side. Next, you want to inspect your floats. Make sure you got no cracks on your floats or anything like that. No fuel inside them. That means they'll float good. And then you just want to give it a good spray off in case there's any contaminants in there. Set that to the side. Then you want to clean these off. Sometimes if these get garbage gunked up on them, they'll get stuck too. So give them a good inspection. Great, put them to the side. Next, you want to just check the needles, spray them off, give it a good clean in there. Any junk on them, you want to make sure they seal. Cool. Same thing with the other one. Awesome. Cool. So now we're going to reinstall everything the way we took it, same way we took it out. You can see here it's all dirty and stuff, so what we could do is just spray it down with some parts cleaner and just clean it off there, because we don't want that going back in our carburetor. See, nice and clean. Okay, once you got that done, you want to take your carburetor top, flip it like that. And you're going to put your gaskets back on. Got one on that side. And you got one on this side. Great. Okay. Next, you're going to take your gasket, which you already inspected, stick it on the top there. Shawang bang. Awesome. You're going to take your carburetor. You're going to stick it on there. Okay. Now you take your screws, put your screws in place. You take your drill, and again, make sure you have your drill on a lower setting. You don't want to strip any of these screws, so then you can go in and hand tighten. This, I just do
this for speed. Great.
want to put your plate back on, the one we cleaned off. Set it on there. Get your screws, put your screws back on there. Tighten her down. Check it. Cool, great. I'll spray these off.
Alright guys, so that right there is how you take apart your carburetor. You inspect it, you check the needles, you flush out all the jets, you see if you have any clogs in your jets, you check all your gaskets, and then once you do all that, I've showed you how to put it back together. The next step is to put it back on your boat, install it, and see if it works. Tune in for the next video and I'll show you guys how to put it back on. Thanks for watching, and again, if you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe. Later.